Dr. ABIR Bandyopadhyay is the head of the Department of Architecture at the National Institute of Technology, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. He got his PhD from the Department of Architecture and Planning, IIT Kharagpur in 2006. With over 2 decades experience in the field of architecture and teaching, he has guided several MTech and PhD thesis students. Dr. Bandyopadhyay is also a published author with his scholarly papers published in over 30 international journals and presented at various international conferences in Rome, Portugal, Zurich, Durban, Prague, Sydney, Greece to mention a few. Some of his notable books include A Textbook on Town Planning, and An Analytical Approach to Spatial Organization, ingrained in plan forms of houses from colonial to modern period in eastern India. He received the Best Paper Award in ICHTA 2020-14 International Conference on History and Theory of Architecture, Zurich, Switzerland. Presently, he is a member of the editorial board of Journal of Indian Institute of Architects, JIA, Building Works Committee of Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya, Bilaspur, Board of Editors, Journal of Indian Institute of Architects. He was the former chairman of Institute of Town Planners India, Chhattisgarh chapter. He is also a life member of the Architects and Engineers Guild India.
So with this thought process, I tried to collect some information from various books, various authors, various thinkers, and have assembled together. I have not come with any solution. I'm just keeping some readings which I have read and just opening up some questions which are in my mind. Next slide, please. So the quest to understand this past is our main aim, and to know about how the ancient people lived, how they stayed, what happened. We take very indicators or go through study very many indicators like the architectural and archaeological evidences. Even we can go to the mythology, epics, and canonical texts. The etymology might help us to understand how these old civilizations were connected to each other. And interpretations and logical arguments of these may give us some idea that how the things were there in the past. Of course, if we can get any solid evidence of biological nature, we can even go for carbon dating. And other scientific methods are also there. Next slide, please. So, looking into the map of the world, the blue circles that I have drawn are the major spots of civilization that are discovered till date. Next. So, for example, Assyria, the present day Iraq, Iran, Middle East, just above Saudi Arabia, is, please go back, is the land which I believe had very close relation with India. Now, how this Assyria was linked to India can be proven by many things, because here the title of the king was Ashur, and in India the Ashurs are the bad guys. So to them, to the Assyrians, the Devas are the bad guys, and to us the Asuras are the bad guys. So anybody can take a decision that maybe the fight between the Devas and the Asuras that we read in our Quranic texts are the fight between Indians and Assyrians. And not only this, if you read the mythological text carefully, there is a story. How much time that I have? 10 minutes. So I'll omit that story, because the story is of 108 years, so I'll not go into that. But the thing is, please go back to the earlier slide. Don't do it. So Next slide. Yeah. So these two civilizations were linked in many ways. Even I was reading a book on medical science, where the history of medical science, where it says in Assyrian text, it is written that unless and until a particular operation is conducted successfully on three devas, Asura cannot be operated. So this type of text does give us some information about how the civilizations behaved in those eras. Next. Now, in our gods and in our goddesses, we find a lot of similarities between the gods that were worshipped other parts of the world and in here in India. The worship of Mother Goddess, the worship of the god of clouds and rain, Indra, and Shakti are most common gods which were worshipped all through the ancient civilizations. Next. Go on doing it. So these are some sort of calendar pictures and in idols of the goddess which we all know. Right? Take the symbolism from this. And next. This is Inanna. In Inanna, some authors say that the name Inanna comes from Inani, that is a fusion of the or a derivative of the word Indrani, which is the name is observed in Rig Veda as wife of Indra. Now this Inani is symbolized with wing of a bird, and she is standing on a lion and being associated with owls. I did not say further. You can understand what I mean by symbolism here. The same owl, same mother goddess, the same lion, the same mother goddess in different forms, in different formats. Are these civilizations linked or they are separate? Here lies a question mark. Next. Yes, again, the goddess of creation of Egypt, DEPT, also is symbolized as the mother goddess. Now, see the hands. This goddess of Inanna is holding something in her hand, and the same instrument is held in the hand of Neat, the goddess of fertility or goddess of creation of Egypt. Next. Various mothers were worshipped in various civilizations, and mother worshipping was a part of all the ancient civilizations that we know. Next. Now, there are stories like the Virochan, the son of Bali, was exiled to Patal by Vishnu. What is the Patal? There are many tals. Atal, Vital, Vital, Rasatal, Talatal, Sutal, and Patal. Does this mean Latin America? Because if you read Mahabharata, it tells that when Khandav was being burnt by Krishna and Arjun, this demon or Asura came and he promised to build a palace for Yudhishthir. And when Krishna ordered him to make the palace, he said that I will go to Patal, bring the building materials and build the palace. And the palace he made led to the first world war of the human civilization, that is the Mahabharata war. So that such amazing was the architectural feat of that person, and that person is named as Maya. In Latin America, there was a civilization, the Mayan civilization. They also worshipped sun, like Indians. Are these two civilizations linked in any manner? Similarly, we find a lot of similarities between Zeus and Shiva. Not only in Greek and Indian connections, but also in other civilizations as well. Like in Latin America, the god Tohil is very similar to Kartikeya, And that Kartika is the son of Shiva. The son is like the father. So Kartika is a representation of Shiva. And Tohil exactly has the similar characteristics of that of Dionysus. Dionysus is the Greek god of wine and pleasure. And similarly, we find a connection, perhaps, I don't know. Again a question mark comes over here. There are places with the name of Tal, like Atalia is Italy today, Anatolia is Sumeria today, Tel El Amarna in Egypt, Tel Aviv, we all know. Next. These are the seals which we get from the West Asiatic civilization, the Assyria, Sumeria, and Babylonia, etc., where this lady is standing on a lion, and that lady killing a person who is wearing a crown with horns of a bull, right? The connection is very apparent. Lady killing on a lion, killing a person with a bull's horn. The story is the same. The depiction even is the same. Next. The story of the sun. Sun as a god was worshipped everywhere. In the Vedas, there are various names of the sun. Two of the names are Vishnu and Mitra. In Europe, in West Asia, then later on in Europe, everywhere, Mitra was a religion which was practiced by the Europeans pre-Christian era. Now, Vishnu, the earlier sun god, as per Vedas, Vishnu is a sun god, was riding on, or his vehicle is Gadura, the eagle. Next. This is the sculpture of a Mitra in an Italian. I got this picture from. I've seen this sculpture in Baptistry of Pisa, and this is a Mitra where this Mitra is killing the bull, and 4 heads are popping out from the sky to see the event. Right? When somebody kills a bull, 4 heads pop up. Durga is associated with Saraswati, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Kartik. The stories might be different, the sequence might be different, but the depiction is the same. Next. Then again, goat is a symbol of the sun. I'll go fast. Goat is a symbol of the sun, right? Ajar is the name of a goat. Asian civilization we know predates Greek civilization. And again, Makar, the Capricorn, is the southern part of the world, which is generated words like Magar, Mazar, Mishara, Misra, Misriam, Mizriam. So Mishar or Egypt is also known as is also known. And these are the symbols of the goat symbol have continued through civilizations to depict the sun god. Next. Even in Indus seals. Next. Now, so the Asuras and the Devas were fighting with each other. Some culture of the Asuras are still being followed at the Ashura Day, which is today we also known as Muharram. Right. I will not go into the details because time is short. But yes, Ammon, the sun god of Egypt. Far away from Egypt in Bengal, that's the crop which is dried in sun is known as Ammon Dhan. Why is the name Ammon related to sun in Bengal and Egypt? I don't know. That is a question mark again. Next. The eagle or the gadur as a sign of sun or the vehicle of sun is not only in India but in Egypt, Persia, Rome, and even in today's America. The eagle has become a symbol. Next. The ankh or the thing which the Egyptian god was holding in her hand is also being held by Sobek and Pash by Varuna. The form is the same. The term Agni, igneous, Ugni is Slavonic, Ugnis, all these are depict the same word, same thing, fire, which was worshipped in mostly all the ancient civilizations. The Kushites, who were the forerunner of the Egyptians, and they claim that the Greek civilizations came out from the Kushites. They claim that they were the son of somebody known as Ham. And H and R are very confusing words in Germanic languages. I did not say further. Right? Egypt, North Egypt is the land of Kush. Right, next. The Ziggurat of Ur, the pyramid of Zoser, Khokir, Prachata, Chichen Itza, same structures made in different parts of the world. Were they inventing the wheel each time anew, or there were some connections? Question mark. These are the locations of these. Next. These are the, again, in architecture, the shapes of architecture, apsidal ended, narrow form, which is seen in Baja caves. In Sanchi too, there is a ruin of this. The Mithranium, the temple of Mithras in Germany, is having this shape. The Durga temple at Aihole is having that Gajaprastha shape. In architectural language, you call it a Gajaprastha shape. And the Basilican church is the same. Next. There is a story of flood in all the ancient civilizations. A great flood happened. Earth went something down, drowned. Again, civilization started with life being saved somewhere. Next. I will not go into the stories. The stories are there. You can read the headings that in China, Sumeria, Greeks, everywhere there is the same story about the great flood. Is it a flood that happened by a meteor hitting the earth and all the civilizations have faced that flood? I don't know. But next, see the ancient civilizations here. Go one by one, please. Easter Island. Next. Satsinapuan. Next. Machu Picchu. Next. Nazca Lines. Next. Giza. Next. Petra. Persepolis. Mohenjo-daro. I try to bring your attention to this red line that I have drawn. It is circumference in the earth, and the angle is tilted by 23 degrees approximately. I could not measure it very accurately. Approximately is 23 degrees, and we all know that today the earth rotates at an angle of 26 degrees from the vertical, 23.6 degrees, 23.3 degrees area. So is it because of that great meteorite which might have landed in earth, hit the earth and rotated the earth in such a manner that the flood occurred in all the ancient civilizations? And this line was perhaps the equator of the earlier earth. I don't know. I was dreaming. And most of the ancient civilizations were divided or united. The quest continues. And this is a small 2 minutes movie which I made. I just want to show you and then I will finish. The last one, yes. See the red line that is going around the earth, and these are the civilizations we have talked about. It is circumferencing the earth in a particular angle. Is it just by chance? Can it happen that way? That is my question. And that is my dream. Let us find the answer of it. Thank you.